Hey there, and welcome. Today, we're going to unlock a really simple but super powerful pattern in English. It's going to help you talk about real future possibilities with a ton of confidence. So let's just dive right in. You know that feeling, right? Maybe you're in a meeting, trying to explain what happens next on a project, and you're just fumbling for the right words. It feels a little clunky. Well, guess what? The simple pattern we're talking about today is going to fix that for good. So, what is this magic solution? I like to call it your secret formula. It's clean, it's simple, and trust me, once you get the hang of it, you're gonna use it all the time. And here it is. It's basically a two-part sentence. On one side, you have the condition. This part always starts with the word if and uses a simple present tense verb. And on the other side, you have the result. That's what's gonna happen, and we use will plus a verb. Let's break that down a bit more. Okay, so first up is the condition. You can think of this as the trigger or the cause. It's the situation that has to happen first for the other part of the sentence to become true. For example, if you feel sick. That's our situation right there. And then comes the result. This is the effect. It's what will happen directly because of that condition. So if our condition is, if you feel sick, the logical result is, I will stay home. See how they're connected? Condition, then result. Cause and effect. All right, theory is one thing, but let's see how this actually works in the real world, at your job. We're going to walk through a few common workplace situations so you can see this pattern in action. Let's do it together. We're going to talk about things like meeting deadlines, getting approval from a client, what to do when a project has problems, stuff you probably deal with every single week. Okay, here's our first one. So, what's the condition if we meet the deadline? And the result? The client will be happy. See? It's a perfect way to talk about a clear goal and the awesome outcome that follows. This one is all about process. It's not a guess, it's a plan. The client's approval is the specific trigger. Once that happens, the development team will start their work. It's a beautiful example of cause and effect in a project. Now, this is a really important one for problem solving. It shows that you're proactive. The condition is a potential problem, if the project has issues, and the result is your clear, responsible action. I will inform the manager. Here we're talking about a personal benefit. This structure is a great way to motivate someone on your team or even yourself. The condition is finishing early, and the result is the reward, more time. So simple, so effective. And our last example is all about setting expectations. When you say this, you're making a promise that's based on a specific trigger, that urgent email. It shows everyone that you're organized, you're on top of things, and you're responsive. Okay, you're getting the hang of this pattern, I can tell. But there is one super common mistake that a lot of people make, and we need to make sure you avoid it. Getting this one little detail right makes all the difference. So here it is, the number one rule. You never, and I mean never, use will in the if part of the sentence. It's always if you feel sick, not if you will feel sick. The if part of the sentence has to stay in the present tense. Just burn that into your brain. And hey, here's a cool little tip to make your English sound even more flexible and natural. You can actually flip the sentence around. You'll make others sick if you come to work means the exact same thing as if you come to work, you'll make others sick. The meaning doesn't change at all. It just gives your speaking a little more variety. All right, we've gone through the formula, we've looked at a bunch of examples, we've even covered the big mistake to avoid. Now it is your turn to put what you've learned into practice. So let me ask you a question. Think about your actual job right now. If you get a new project, what will you do first? Go ahead, try to form that sentence in your head. If I get a new project, I will... What comes next for you? And really, that's the whole magic trick. Once you start thinking this way, condition first, result next, you'll find that talking about the future at work becomes so much clearer, so much more logical. Suddenly, the future just makes sense.